working? It is, but the
All right, welcome to Stearns Arena for some Section 6 playoff hockey. I'm your host, Sean McDonald, with my partner in crime, Coach Justin Neppel, as we're taking in warm-ups between two familiar opponents. It's the Blades, who got home ice here for the first time in program history, matched up against the 5th seed, the Prairie Center North Stars, who've been hot as of late. This is the third time these teams have met this season, with the Blades getting the best of the matchup with 2 overtime victories. One obviously down at Prairie Center, and then one just a few weeks back, a dramatic win that pretty much guaranteed the Blades would have home ice here for the playoffs.
Yeah, that was kind of a playoff game to begin with that night, and you could see, you know, even after that overtime win, how Prairie Center reacted with that. They're pretty disheartened, you know, from that loss, and they knew what was at stake for that. So it was a big win for the Blades. So it's a big deal. It's great to be able to be here in this spot, to be able to call the very first Section 6A home game in Blades history. What an honor to do so.
Yeah, we're hoping we fill the barn tonight. People still filtering in here. We've got about 10 minutes to go here in warm-up. This should be a good one. These guys have put on a show, both clubs, in their previous 2 meetings. And the North Stars are red hot. They're coming off a 6-game winning streak here. Really just since the Blades beat them way back on January 23rd. They went on to beat Wilmer, and then they lost to a really strong River Lakes team. And then from there, rattled off 6 straight wins, beating Wadena Deer Creek, Becker Big Lake, Morris Benson, Bagley Foston, Mora, and LDC, which brings them into tonight's game. Of course, the Blades kind of up and down since they played. Again, losing to River Lakes, and then losing to Northern Lakes on their last game, beating Wadena in there too, as well as a few others along the way.
Yeah, so the last time, so we didn't get to call the Wadena game. We didn't get to call the Northern Lakes game. And the Wadena game, you know, that was one of those games where I think 2 out of 3 periods were really well, played really well by the Blades, and resulted in a victory 5-2, which cemented this 4 seed. And then they faced Section 6A foe, Northern Lakes. That's the first time, as far as I know, when we've played Northern Lakes. And again, that was a game where I think 2 or 3 periods were played pretty well. You know, Blades aren't used to that type of speed with a number 6 team in the state that the following Saturday lost 5-3 to Warroad.
Agreed. Yeah, Northern Lakes a strong team. And I thought the Blades played them well. They got in a little penalty trouble. Their captain, Isaiah Brusher, took a major, and he was in the box for 5 minutes on a check from behind call, where Northern Lakes just kind of went on a tear, scoring 5 goals. Before that, it was just a 2-goal game with the Blades playing right alongside, again, a really strong Northern Lakes team. And we're going to lose Justin here, and he's going to head down to the bench to get a few interviews for us. It is senior night, so the Blades will be recognizing their 2 seniors, Tenzian Crumming and David Beam. Dave Beam, of course, the backup goalie. He's been the backup goalie for a long time, putting his time in, doing a nice job, giving the boys support. Without him, they don't have a team. Playing a lot of JV time. He got 1 start this year up in Park Rapids and did a really nice job there. Came on strong. Blades ended up losing that game, but it certainly wasn't his fault, as he played a really strong game, held him in, stopped several breakaways. And then Tenzian Crumming is the exchange student from Germany. From Munich?
Yeah, he's from Munich. Sorry about that.
Yes. This is his first year playing hockey, I believe.
It is.
And he has had an absolute time. Loves the guys. Was really emotional after his last JV game.
Oh, was he? Yeah.
And he just said he had the best time learning the sport, and of course doesn't want it to end, but he's graduating. So
yeah.
It's really refreshing to see that kind of appreciation for the game and for the program from a guy kind of from an outsider a little bit. And it's been fun watching him get better. He's almost scored a couple times this year. I know everybody was pulling for him.
Yeah,
that would have been great.
Well, it was funny. I gave him a ride to one of the away games, and I think we booked ourselves a trip down to Munich when he turns 21. So we're actually going to go completely off. We're actually going to go completely off here. I got to turn on the mic on the speaker down there.
Yeah, we're going to get an interview here with Dave Beam. We're going to send it down to Justin here.
Right now, real quick, we'll pop that helmet off. Tell me when. Okay, we're here with senior goaltender David Beam. David, we were trying to connect earlier on an interview and it didn't quite work out. So let's just start off here. We got senior goaltender David Beam here. How many years have you been playing hockey now?
I've been playing hockey for around 11 years, I think.
Always goaltender?
Most of the time. Couple years player, but then I was right to goalie.
Yeah. Why did you decide to play goalie?
I don't know. I was always interested in it. It just seems like an interesting position, and it was.
Okay. Is there anything that you'd want to give advice to an underclassman, as you know, from a senior perspective?
The years go by a lot quicker than you think they do. You know, like, it seems like not that long ago I was an 8th grader on this team, and now I'm a senior, so it's kind of crazy. You just got to take it all in and go day by day.
Well, we appreciate you, David, and I hopefully you can drink in here the last moments of your senior season.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Be missed next year.
Yeah.
And we wish him the best.
Yep.
And we thank Justin and Ace Hardware for their Ace Hardware bench interview.
Yeah, we got that. So.
And we'll be having 2 more interviews here as warm-ups wind down. We're going to hear from Blades defenseman Josh Hoffman and a program favorite. This is our second timer. on the program for this guy.
Yeah. Aiken.
Captain Aiken
Yeah.
Lamprecht of the Prairie Center North Stars. So a repeat offender from Prairie Center. So it's good to have him back. And his last interview went great, of course. And he had a real nice game to follow that up with. And he's one of their big guns. Let's look at the head-to-head here. So the matchup between the two. So certainly Prairie Center coming in with
A way better record, yeah.
yeah, much
they
better
look good.
record, sitting at 17. Where'd I put it here? 17-8. No. So
Yep.
some of the, so they've had a good year. They're a strong team, and so they get the matchup there, the edge of the matchup there. Certainly, they're a team that can score goals. I want to say right now they're scoring on average about 5 goals a game. Now, those last 6 games.
Last 6 games, yeah.
They've been putting the puck in the net, and the 2 games that they played against the Blades, the one was a 2-1 overtime win for the Blades. I believe the other one was it 5-4? I can't remember the score.
Yeah.
It was close.
And I think they match up really, really well. So it should come down to the third period here. If one or the other team doesn't just take over early on. So, I think it's nothing.
They certainly have some scoring punch coming from Lamprecht and James Ryland. And so those are the guys who have been putting the puck in the net. But they also have given up a few more goals against, which the Blades have the edge there.
Yeah.
So Lamprecht is currently sitting at, for the season, 17 goals, 12 assists for 29 points. He's a Long Prairie kid. And then from Melrose, we have James Ryland, who has 9 goals, 15 assists for 24 points. And those are their 2 big dogs. Those are the guys who kind of do a lot of the scoring for
And are
them.
they both on that second line?
And they'll be starting the game there on the second line.
Yeah.
Some guys that stuck out to me last game too was number 23, Leighton Fuchs. He's currently sitting at
19,
19 and 38. So there's another big-time goal scorer. And Keegan Christian's also sitting at 23 points with 8 goals. I thought Triweiler too. He played a heavy game last time they met. Number 22, Alex Triweiler, sitting at 14 goals and 29 points on the year from Sauk Center. Heavy player, likes to get in on the forecheck. So the Blades will have their handful with those 5 players. And then on the back end for the North Stars, you got the smooth skating Hagen Bunkhorst from Long Prairie. He's sitting at 11 goals and 24 points on the year. He was tough to handle at times for the Blades. When he has room and he rounds his net and he gets up ice, he's a handful. He's a smooth skating defenseman, and he can create some issues. So the Blades are going to have to keep him in check tonight.
Let's see if we can go down to another interview down there in just a minute. I think they're waiting for who? Josh Hoffman?
That's who they're trying to get here.
Yeah.
As warm-ups kind of wind down.
No, he's staying on the far end, so.
So why don't we say, just show our sponsors. We want to make sure we shout them out here tonight. So these are the people that made this game happen. Of course, this is a section game, and so there's a certain fee that comes with broadcasting it that gets paid to the state. And so these are our sponsors for tonight's game. Tiny Tykes, Fergus Falls Spine and Injury Center, Cass Properties LLC, Ace Hardware, and Builders First Source. We thank you for your donation to get this game on the air. And we're ready to go down to bench level for the Ace Hardware bench interview.
It's gonna be hard to hear. Okay, we're here with junior defenseman Josh Hoffman. Josh, what was said in the locker room before warm-ups today to get ready for this game?
I just kind of come out with the mentality. A couple guys are saying just kill them the first 5 minutes, set the tone. That's kind of really set the tone.
Okay, what was practice like yesterday, and what were you guys working on in order to be successful tonight?
Oh, we were doing lots of offensive zone structure, plays off the face-offs. We did some defensive face-off drills, but it was very high tempo. Probably one of our best practices of the year.
Nice. What is one thing that Josh has to do, or from your perspective, that the team has to do in order to win tonight?
Oh, shoot. Probably get pucks deep, 2 on the puck, and just bury them in the corner.
Very good, Josh. We appreciate your time tonight. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Okay, we're here with senior captain from Prairie Center, Aiken Lampert. Aiken, I believe you have 17 goals, 12 assists on the year so far, according to Minnesota Hockey Hub. And you have a balanced attack from your guys' lineup, over 6 guys with over 20 goals. How does that work for you guys, and what does that mean to you guys from a team structure?
Oh, everyone has a part in their role. We all want this year so bad. We want to win so bad. This year means a lot to all the guys, so everyone has a part.
Nice. So what were you guys doing in order to prepare to be successful tonight?
Mindset of there's no way we're going to lose this game. We'll rather die on this ice than lose this game. So
Sure.
Everyone's hyped in the locker room. So yeah.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ace Hardware for the Ace Hardware bench interview. And we're just recognizing Dave Beam and Tinsian Crumming here for senior night. And we will wrap up shortly here with the Tiny Tykes pregame show. Yeah. Get the ice zammed and be ready for puck drop shortly. And this should be a good one tonight, Tony.
I think so. Did you not hear that kid? He said they're not going out without a fight tonight. He's going to go all out.
No,
And,
I wouldn't expect anything less. They got a resilient group.
Yeah.
I know they were, I don't know, devastated, maybe it's too strong a word, but they were,
Yeah, they lost them.
They took that loss hard last game.
Yeah.
That overtime loss, and obviously see the jersey hanging there of their fallen Prairie Center player who tragically lost his life earlier in the season, and certainly that's their rallying cry. Obviously, they have the jersey up, they have all year, and like Aiken said, they're ready to go. So hopefully the Blades have mentally prepared and they come out on fire. These teams are fun to watch because they match up so well. Some good defending from the Blades, some offense from the Blades, some high potency offense from Prairie Center, and then some good defense from Prairie Center as well. So we'll see what shakes out tonight. It's going to be good hockey. You're going to get your money's worth either way.
Yeah,
you shake it.
This is going to be a heavyweight fight. I think the first person gets punched in the face, they're going to have to figure out what just happened, and it's going to be a good one.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yes, I would agree. All right, well, we're going to break here as Justin makes his way back up. People filling in. It's going to be a good crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
Should be a lot of fun.
Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, just kind of show we got a lot of people in the house today, so it should be a good night.
All right, we thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
And we'll be back shortly.
So Scott Nicholson, our announcer here, is going through the pregame ritual here of letting everybody know that they need to behave themselves here in the stands. Momentarily here, we're going to be announcing the starting lineup for Prairie Center and then starting lineup for the BW Blades. Which, we got a packed barn here and a electrified intro here as the guys got out on the ice. So we got the Prairie Center goaltender here, which I believe is a senior.
Yeah, Holman's good. He was solid last time. He can make the big save if he needs to.
Yeah, Blades have only scored 5 goals in 2 games against him, so it's pretty solid outing for him. Likewise, Kayla has only given up 3 goals in 2 games against Prairie Center. So Prairie Center is a balanced team with 6 guys scoring over 20 points, 1 guy over 30. So they can be, they can get you from all different areas. In the 2 games that I've seen from them, it looks like they have 3 guys that really kind of stand out. They got a D guy that moves really well.
Our netminder between the pipes, number 33.
We got Kale coming out as the starting goaltender. And he fell down. Got Charlie starting on the left side. Matty Peter on the right side on defense. Jackson started as right wing. Ty McDonald starting as your left wing for the Blades. And Isaiah Brusher centering those guys, the captain for the Blades. This guy's been captaining this unit probably since Squirts. Isaiah's been a leader for that guy. He likes to hold guys accountable.
Please remove any headgear. Place your hand over your heart as we honor our country and those who protect it with the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the clouds early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rush lights and bright stars
All right. As each team goes around, gets their buckets on and goes around the net, give us each other their last go get them, boys. We got, again, the starting lineup, Isaiah centering, Kai McDonald on the left side and Jackson Lopez on the right side with your starting D pair, sophomores Matt Peterson and Charlie Ekren with Kale, sophomore goaltender, starting in the net.
I don't know about you, but I'm juiced.
Oh, man,
I'm
that
ready
was
to
great.
go.
That was good.
I was like, can someone put something on me and let me go run into something, I guess? I'm not a great skater, but I'm ready to do something, Coach.
Yeah. Yeah, if that doesn't get you going, right?
Yeah, right.
That was pretty special for those guys, and this is a pretty special evening for those guys.
Yeah, it's always a great opportunity for these kids to get recognized the way we did today. So
Yep.
now it's up to them.
Yep. Now,
You know.
now it's to go play hockey.
Yeah.
So here we go. We got opening face-off coming up here.
All right, what an intro there.
Yes. Yes.
Well, the boys should be dialed after that. Hopefully they play hockey as well as the team introduced them. Blades control off the opening faceoff. Lopez spins it back to Matt Peterson. Peterson surveys, tries to hit McDonald, but ends up giving it away, and that's going to get played right in on Kale. Charlie Ekren back to play it. He gives it away in his own corner. Blades look a little nervous here to start this one. Now they work the puck to Lopez on the far wall. Back to McDonald's out of his skates. He gets tangled up in neutral ice. Prairie Center fires one back door. That's Lamprecht sliding it across. And he just missed his partner, Ryland. Now it's scrummed on the far side wall. Lopez plays it around for McDonald. He's got to come down and get it. He's just going to send it back to him. Peterson picks that up behind his own net. Reverses ice, plays it back to McDonald. McDonald finds Brushard, now to Lopez. Lopez down the far wall, gets the line. Back to Brushard, but he had his stick tied up nicely by the Prairie Center defender. Kick back behind the net. Lopez brings it up the wall, he's checked. Prairie Center turns the puck over and they're just gonna ice it. Lopez sent it the length of the ice.
Yeah, so kind of gripping the sticks a little too tight there in a couple of those plays. Like some passes off the mark, and maybe that's just a young team with a little bit too much energy.
Oh, I think the boys are probably a little bit nervous.
Yeah.
First big section game.
Yep.
Blades control the face-off. Peterson wins it back. Craig controls that neutral ice. He sends it back in. That's going to come all the way around as it was up on the dasher. Mike Peterson's the first man there. Gives it to Neppel in the corner. He centers to Ritter, just out of his reach, on a good defensive play from the North Stars. Now it's played back down into the corner. And finally kicked out of there by the North Stars. Regrouped in the Blades in. It's Craig with it. He gets middle ice, gets it to Neppel. Neppel over the line. Doesn't have a lot to look at. He's going to circle. Cuts around the net. Turns, fires. That's off a skate. Mike Peterson's pinching in. And there's a breakaway for the North Stars. Good defensive play.
Oh,
there's
boy.
a call.
No.
I don't like the call at all as he got all stick. And he's calling a trip. And that's a brutal call.
That was a great defensive play right there. I'm not sure what he saw on that call.
Blades a little sloppy. Hoffman got caught kind of puck watching, and Peterson was back covering on D as Craig had gone up the ice. And I think they're putting the wrong guy in the box too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
But
it's not even the guy that was engaged.
so Blades behind the 8-ball early. Prairie Center's power play on the ice. Controlled at the blue line. Kicked across, that's Lamprecht. He tries to hit the bumper in the middle. Works it down in the middle. Blades defend that well. McDonald and Brushard out on the ice for the Blades kill. As Ryland controls in the corner for the North Stars. Tries to get the puck to the middle. That play doesn't connect. Ekman comes over. Ties the puck up. McDonald helps him out. Tries to clear, but it doesn't get out. And it's controlled at the blue line. North Stars got room to walk in. Fire, big save by Gilbertson. Rebound laid there. Cleared but not out. Held in by Prairie Center. Looking to make a play. Kicked up top. Fired right on. Gilbertson's... Oh, no, it was still loose. I thought Gilbertson had the mid on it. It went just wide. He has lost his stick, and the North Stars still control. Peterson chases up high.
Rim that thing out. There
Ekron
we
fires
go.
it around, and that'll go. Somebody give the goalie a stick. He's going to get it himself. So some scary times early on here in this one. Prairie Center got close. That would have been a backbreaker if that would have slid in the net. Everybody's reset now, and the North Stars take the puck up the ice. Drive wide, hit the linesman, and hard rims. Not going to get out. It was close. Matt Peterson takes a shot up high as the North Star defender wraps the puck around. He follows him all the way back into the corner. Still with him. North Stars control the puck. Hoffman with a good defensive play. Misses his man. Puck gets loose. Neppel has control. Hoffman's going to have it now. He's got a minute. Takes his time and then fires. That's going to come down for Holman. He's got the puck behind the net. Neppel's there first, and he has to play it back into the near side corner. And now Prairie Center regroups, and that'll kill the power play as the Blades are back to full strength here. So dodge a bullet early, but Prairie Center probably has the momentum right now. Blades a little bit on their heels. Puck played behind the Blades net. Now it's worked up to Neppel. He can't control the Hoffman pass, and it's steered back in. Now Peterson gets it up to Neppel. He still can't control. He kind of lets it go off his stick, and that's going to be offside. As Brunkhorst had turned it back and to cross the line with the Prairie Center man still in the zone.
Yeah, that was a good thing to get that kill out of the way. Again, I agree that Prairie Center probably has the momentum now because of that. And it just seems like we're just gripping the sticks a little too tight here yet. At times, you know, you played some pretty big high school games in your life. Maybe coming out just playing physical for the first, and not so much worried about those skill plays early on, just to kind of get those butterflies out of the way.
Yeah, I think keeping it simple for sure for the Blades at this point, especially they look a little nervous right there. Not just a play where we're not attacking a puck. And like I said, those passes are just, they're not crisp. We're not handling pucks, and hopefully they get through this first few minutes. Usually it's the road team that has to get through the first 10 minutes, but it might be the home team tonight. Prairie Center's ready to play. We knew that from their pregame interview with Aiken Lamprecht. They have the right mentality. I think the Blades probably do too, but they're just a little bit, like I said, just a little tight at this point. Hopefully the nerves calm down as we see Prairie Center play the puck all the way back down into the BW end. Peterson back to play it. He works it to Pincinel. Pincinel to Ekron. He's going to get it out of the zone. And it's played at neutral ice. All the way across. Charlie Ekron breaks up that play. Leaves for Casti. Casti for Ekron. It's in his feet. He turns it back to the middle, and it's a turnover. Prairie Center plays it back in. Lamprecht's going to chase. Peterson flips it. Nobody's there. The Blades kind of running around a little bit as they were in the midst of a change. Centering attempt. Gilbertson breaks that up. McDonald gives chase on Ryland. And he's turned over. Pincinel now with the puck. Takes his time. Crosses the line. Flips it, but doesn't get it very deep. And Prairie Center's on the regroup. Back into the Blade zone. Shot taken up high by Gilbertson. Craig controls the puck. Gets to McDonald. He gets it to Brushert. Lopez had come across to help and it missed the pass. Puck played back up ice. That misses the intended target of Lopez for the North Stars, that is. And now the Blades come across the line on an attack. Lopez to the net, puts it on. McDonald was there for a rebound. Steered away by Holman. Hoffman holds it in at his offensive blue line. Now it's played back to him. Ryland strips the puck off of him. Walks in, shot is deflected and wide of the net as Lopez will control for the Blades. He fires it across for McDonald. That gets through him, but Brushert's up ice and he's gonna win the race. Chips one on. Holman gloves that as it was well over the net. And maybe the Blades kind of finding themselves a little bit here.
That was a little bit better from a shift standpoint, a little bit less risky plays. I still don't know if I like the way our D are playing right now in our end and moving pucks to the wings. Their wings aren't open and they're not forced to make that pass, but they're still making that pass.
Brunkhorst plays it behind his own net. Ritter tracks that puck down, delivers a big hit in the corner. Played back to Peterson. He worked it out front. Does it again. Now Nepal has it, fires again, just shoots high. As Ritter was in the area as well. He, I think, put one on at one point. That comes out of the zone.
Whoa.
Ritter turned it back in just a second early. Or I should say, it just came over the line because he still had 2 men in the zone.
A couple nice looks there from the Blades. Oh boy, all the way down.
Coming all the way down. I don't understand that rule. Can you articulate the rule?
I'm
it's
not
intentional offsides, but
I know it's intentional offsides, but I don't know. Was he saving a breakaway there, or?
Well, the puck has been dropped at this point, so it's moot.
Yeah.
Keegan plays it up. Keegan Christians, that is, plays it up to his blue line. Shot right on. Gilbertson covers that. Shot was put on by Jace Kalick of the North Stars. He's paired tonight with Hagen Brunkhorst, and that is a pretty good duo on defense.
Yeah, that Brunkhorst, he's impressed me the first 2 games. His skating seems effortless, and he's got great feet and hands.
Blades controlled the draw. They just about did. Now they have control of it. Casti plays it up for Charlie Ekron. Ekron skates it across, finds Pincinel. It's off his stick, though, and Kalick turns it over for the North Stars. He's behind his own net. Falls. Pincinel's in there, delivers a hit on him. And now Christians plays it up. He turns the puck over. Quick shot on by Pincinel. Right into the belly of Holman. The Blades giving Prairie Center some trouble at times when they put pressure on them.
Yeah. You look at this line so far, and it might be that composure that Grayson gives to that line, but Grayson seems to be wanting to take control of that game. I like him early on so far, what he's been doing.
Puck controlled by Prairie Center. They just give it a hard rim. It comes all the way out where Hoffman's going to play it. He spins it back up the wall. Lopez has it. He tries to hit McDonald on the side, and that gets turned over off a Prairie Center skate.
Oh boy.
That was offside, but we're going to let that go.
That should have been intentional.
Whoa, Hoffman fires one over the glass and into the crowd. And I think everyone's okay down there. Looks like it.
Yeah, our boy Cheeks is not giving us any love right now on some of these calls here.
I wonder if it has anything to do with the fact that we call him Cheeks. Just kidding. Cheeks is a good guy.
Yeah, I love you, Cheeks.
Reffed a lot of my men's league games. Does a good job. But he's, yeah. Puck played around. Off the wall. Crusher can't control. Gets it back off a chip from Lopez. And that's offside now. As Lopez was in early. Crusher just made one too many moves there at the line. And the Blades will swap lines here.
Yeah, I think you hit that. Even before you hit the dot right there, if you got to go cross your feet over, you might as well just dump the puck.
So Peterson, Nepal, and Ritter on the ice with Hoffman and Luke Craig on the back end. And it'll be controlled by Prairie Center. Good stick by Ritter as he jammed up Caden Fearix. Now Prairie Center gets it out. Played up to Christians. Puck played out of the zone, but not fully out. And a nice play right on the net. That was dangerous. Can't see the number on who that was. As we get some banging going on along the walls, much to the fans' enjoyment. Christians walks out of the corner with it. Tries to go backdoor. Peterson breaks that up. Works it up to Nepal. He stops, gets it back to Peterson. He thinks about dumping. Now he does. Nepal's there. Turns it back for Peterson. He's going to look for Ritter. Not there. Spins it back again. He needs some help. Puck hard rimmed around. Ekron comes down on his man, stands him up, but it wakes its way back all the way to the Blade zone. Nepal regroups it, looking to get some speed. Crosses a man up, comes through middle ice, gets it in the zone, takes a hook, takes a hit, gets it into the corner. Still has it, now takes a big hit from DeMario Lopez. Still giving him a rough ride. Now Nepal plays it back into the corner. Ekron has it, plays it up the wall, and that's gonna come out. Centering pass is broken up, and Pitzenel plays it back down into the zone. Ekron's gonna get there first, though. He loses a battle. Casti comes in to help him out. Spins out of the corner, tries to work it high. Pitzenel's there in the slot. Bouncing puck, still in the zone. And flip back in by Ekron. Blades are going to stay on the attack. Casti behind the net, putting pressure on the Prairie Center defense. Pincinel in his feet, comes away with it, spins off a check, still has it, tries to walk off the wall. Scrummed around, Casti gets it back, dumps it deep. Ekron's there, takes a hit, puts it behind the net. Pincinel comes in to help him. Tries to chip it up the wall. Casti turns it over with a good stick check, comes to Ekron. Turns, fires to Casti, he tries to lead for Pincinel. That's broken up. And that'll get iced. And some good minutes here out of the third line.
Yeah, the third line has been looking the best so far, the most consistent play. They are not getting stuck in their own end, and they're trapping Prairie Center in theirs.
So shots are 6-3 and kind of a back and forth first period. Prairie Center came out of the gate a little quicker than the Blades. Blades starting to turn the tide back into their own favor. Prairie Center the better with the scoring chances so far. Blades control the draw. Hoffman looks for a backdoor play. Shot on just wide by Lopez. He just missed on the far side on the backhand. Brusher walks out of the corner, gets it to Lopez. He stick handles, works it high. Craig has to play it on his backhand, and that's offside.
No signal? Oh yeah, there we go.
And Prairie Center's going to control. DeMauro Lopez. Oops, excuse me, that's Derek Lopez. Steps through a man and plays the puck down in the corner. Lopez spins it around for Craig. Has some trouble with it, gets it out to neutral ice, works it to McDonald, and that's a hand pass. As McDonald was crossing the line with a little bit of room looking to shoot. And that is the right call, as it did come off of Craig's hand. And it's all the way back down the Blades end with 5:54 to go.
So kind of a back and forth game here as the period went on. Haven't really seen anything that we haven't seen before from Prairie Center.
Nope, looks a lot like the last game we called from this barn.
Yeah.
Puck played up high. Brunkhorst wires one. That's high and wide. I think Gilbertson got a glove on it, but it would have been high anyway. Now played behind the corner, behind the net. Out to the blue line and played back down. Donald comes together with his man. Hoffman comes away with the puck. Hits Lopez off his stick, but Brushart's going to get it. Shipped into the Blades bench at neutral ice as Derek Lopez put a stick check on Isaiah Brushart, and puck went out of play.
Yeah, I think the last time, just looking back at the game, I think we had to kill 2 penalties in the first period when we played Prairie Center at home, and we ended up on the wrong side of a stat sheet on the shot side, but we had a 1-0 lead, and I think we scored really early that period. But this squad here, it seems like we've always played better as the game went on.
Puck spun over to Neppel. He tries for Peterson in the middle. That doesn't connect. Now he comes together with Alex Triweiler. Triweiler wins that battle. Tries to center, but Ritter was there to break that up. And Leighton Fuchs goes to war in the corner with Matt Peterson. Now puck is worked across for Ritter. Comes through the neutral zone. A shifty play. Gets the line. Fires. Big save. Rebound of Neppel. Holman got the pillow out on that one. As a shifty Brennan Ritter, like a serpent, slithered right through the neutral zone and fired one on. Pearson comes in on his man, makes him turn it over. Bronkhorst skating. He's got room. Dumps and then continues on. He's going to get his own dump attempt. And a good effort from him. He wins the battle with Peterson behind the net. Controls. Back to his partner, back to Bronkhorst. Tries to walk out. Reverses it back down. Puck played to the side of the net, shot wide. Charlie Ekron finally wins the battle and breaks the puck out. Matt Peterson's on a stretch. He had room. That's quickly closed down by the Prairie Center defenders. Leaves for Neppel. He takes a big hit in the corner. And Prairie Center comes away with the puck. Turned over for a minute. Peterson just steers it back in to the corner, and Prairie Center plays it behind their own net. Puck played back up to neutral ice. Glove down by Hoffman in his own end. Spins away from a check. Plays it back up to neutral ice. Prairie Center plays it back in. And right to Hoffman. And he just backhands it off the window. That comes off a Pincinel's stick. And that's shot back down by Prairie Center. Puck played up to Ekron. He's in trouble, but finds some relief as he gets the puck over to Casti. Casti looking to go back across the ice, and he hits his own man in the boots. Now Cheeks takes one in the shins. And Hoffman finally does clear it out. Cassie picks it up on a 2-on-1. Officials tell us we're offside, and it was close.
Yeah, it was a close play. Yeah,
Well, I
he
don't
might
know.
have been.
Looked like he dragged the foot there. I mean, he made an effort.
Yeah.
Maybe got a little help from the guys behind him there to make that call. I'm sure there was about 22, 23 people on the bench over there who told him that play was offside, just in
Yeah.
case he wasn't sure. Hoffman works the puck into the Prairie Center end. They're going to regroup it. They got a man up ice. And that's Aiken Lambrick kind of hanging out behind the play, looking for the home run. Doesn't quite connect. Blades having some trouble controlling the puck. Finally, Lopez gets it. McDonald has trouble with it. That play is offside. Doesn't matter because Prairie Center has turned the puck over. Lambrick drives it down to the Blades end. To work back out to neutral ice. Lopez tries to backhand it in and knocked down by Brushert. Puck still scrummed in the neutral zone. Now Lopez works his way out of the pile and into the Blades zone, but he's quickly turned over. Brushert falls as he came together with somebody at neutral ice, and Lopez is going to win the race. Oh boy, he was just short of that icing call.
So we got 2:23 left here in the period. Shots are 7-4. Again, probably not the cleanest game from a puck standpoint. A lot of missed passes, not clean from a puck management standpoint. I'm hoping that this is just jitters and that we can work through this and get to intermission here and regroup and kind of refocus.
Blades control. It's Ritter off the faceoff. Drives the puck up to neutral ice. Now left for Peterson, and he shoots it in. Holman back behind his own net. He's going to play it. He leaves it there. Neppel on Brunkhorst behind the net. Now it's played back out to neutral, and it's a foot race between Ekrin and Triweiler. Triweiler goes into the end wall, and Keegan Christians picks up the puck. Works it up to Kalick. Stop and start play, but a little confusion from the North Stars. And Neppel's got room. Finds Peterson in the middle, takes a big hit on a nice defensive play. Peterson returns the favor at full speed. Neppel controls, centers, not there, comes all the way out to the blue line. Ekrin plays it back down low. And the North Stars flip it out, and that's going to be out of play. As they almost had Mikey Peterson splitting the D, but a nice defensive play from the North Star defender to come back and put the body on him.
Yeah, it was a good read. Kind of put Mikey in a tough position right there. In the backside, you don't know what's coming.
Klinnert's on the flank here. As we got I guess the puck got thrown back out on the ice here. So Klinnert's on the left wing here with Casti and Ekrin for the Blades. Controlled by Klintert. He tries to center, gets his, doesn't get it back. Puck's out to Hoffman. He leaves for Craig. Craig gets the red, takes a massive hit. And he got the red and got the dump though. So some bodies flying around. We saw that last time. Puck play to Hoffman. He steps up, hammers one. Loose! Big save by Holman. Sent back through the crease. Jack Ekrin was point blank with a wide open net. And Holman slammed the door to keep it a 0-0 game. Puck played back up to Will Hoffman. He steps through a Hoffman check. Good effort by Grayson Cassie on the back check to turn that puck over with a stick lift on Holman. And Hoffman has the puck. He's just going to flip it, and that's going to hit the ceiling with 38.6 to go. So the Blades with their best scoring chance of the period, a Jack Ekrin point-blank chance, and Holman slides over to close it down.
Yeah, just a beautiful play again by that third line, just doing what they do. Just making plays out of nothing there.
Brusher wins the draw to Peterson. He sends it behind the net. Comes around to McDonald. He chips it out to neutral ice. Stick lift by Lopez. He's all alone. Walks in, shoots, big save. Backhand. Puck is still loose. No whistle. Now it goes. Now we got a melee. The boys are pushing. And cooler heads prevail.
Yeah.
And Brusher's going back for more. Big save Holman slams the door again, and he's been the difference in the period right now.
Yeah, beautiful play by Jackson Lopez, just lifting the stick there and working around him. You know what, Jackson, I felt was going to be a big part of the game here tonight. He shows up big here. We can keep on sneaking behind their guys like this right here. We could make them playing a lot different.
Rushert scrums a draw, turns it back towards the net. Now it's behind the net. Played up to the Blades line. Shot back in by Peterson. McDonald chases Kalick. Kalick spins back away from him. Played up to the line. It's a 2-on-1. Brushart's back. Shot deflected. That's a Ryland shot deflected by Ekrin to end the period. And it's just getting heated up in here.
Yeah.
If you're not here, you're missing a good one. Both teams a little tight to open the period.
Yeah, it probably wasn't as fast or as clean as we thought it was going to be, but you know, from my perspective, you know, a young squad right here to come out 0-0, that is something that you could look at and say that's probably a victory. We're not used to being in spots like this and hosting and whatnot, so if we can control the game. And as that period went on, we were slowly taking over that game a little bit. So nice job, boys. Good effort by Prairie Center there at the beginning of the period, and had to overcome a little struggles there early on. We had to kill a penalty on what I thought was kind of a questionable call, and very early in the period, and that could have set the tone for the rest of the period of just working from behind and having to try to come back.
So Gilbertson, I think, made a couple key saves early for the Blades to kind of hold them in it. Certainly Holman down the stretch, 2 or 3 big saves to keep this a scoreless game. But I like what I see from the Blades. Like I said, their first 10 wasn't good. The last 7 looked a heck of a lot better as they were starting to generate scoring chances. They were starting to settle down, handle pucks, make simple plays. They still look a little nervous, a little tentative in their D zone. If they can clean that up and weather the storm for Prairie Center at times, I think they'll be okay. But certainly Prairie Center is going to regroup as well, as they looked like they were making many of the same mistakes in their end as well.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the big thing for us was we were just a little bit nervous starting that period, and we looked a little bit more confident, comfortable as the period went on. That's going to be a big deal. I like the physicality that was coming down the stretch there at the back end of the period. I think that's going to play in well with the Blades, and I think that's going to help settle the nerves a bit for the boys too.
Well, hopefully everybody just kind of takes a breath in the intermission and kind of calms down, comes back out to play hockey here in the second. And we're going to get a look at our sponsors here. The businesses who donated money so we could put the stream on air tonight. We thank them. Just want to shout out Tiny Tykes Daycare, Fergus Falls Spine and Injury Center, Cass Properties LLC, Ace Hardware, and Builders First Source. Again, thank you to our sponsors for donating money to get this program on the air. We know a lot of people enjoy watching or rewatching after the game is over. And we just like also, there's quite a few people here from Prairie Center, but just welcome our viewers from Prairie Center in. Thanks for tuning in tonight, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, well, nothing to really report. I guess we had 1 penalty in the first period, and it was a Luke Craig tripping call, and that got killed off, but no goals. Nothing else to really talk about. It's a good back and forth period. Shots are 7-6 in favor of the North Stars. But like I said, pretty tight period. Exactly what we kind of thought we were going to see out of these two clubs.
Yeah, I think the first time we played, the first goal didn't come into the third period.
Yep.
And then they scored late in the third period to tie it, and then it went pushing to overtime. But it was definitely back and forth, low scoring.
It sure was. Can we check on any of the other scores around the section?
Oh yeah,
that capability.
Yeah,
well, let's get to that in a minute. We're going to bring in legendary coach from the Fargo-Moorhead area, Dave Worth. Justin's going to chat with Dave here.
Hey, Dave.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
Little Minnesota hockey.
Little Minnesota hockey. So you drove down from the city of Moorhead and came down here to watch a little Section 6A action here tonight, huh?
From the Micropolitan, had to come down.
Yeah.
Watch a little speedy hockey down here.
Yeah. What do you think of the first period so far?
I loved it. I loved the energy. It was great.
Yeah, we just watching our boys, we just seemed a little nervous, which I think is to be anticipated in that first period. Probably gripping the sticks a little too hard. Couldn't make clean plays right away, but it seemed like everything was kind of mellowing out towards the end. And then you start seeing some speed and some physicality, which is gotta like that, right?
Yeah, the speed was great. You try to see some people making plays, some puck movement. It was fantastic. Good start.
Yeah, it was a good start. This is a team, for background for you, the very first time we played, it was 0-0 until the third period, and then the Blades finally scored shortly after third period started, and then Prairie Center tied it late in the game. I think they pulled their goalie in order to tie it. Then we ended up burying it at the end. So this isn't a surprise right here for us and a tilt with these guys because it's been evenly matched. This has probably been a little bit more physical than the first time we played, probably because of the implications in the game, but it's been a good game so far. So tell me, talk to us a little bit about your kids' season so far. You have a kid in the Angels program and one that played for South Shanley.
Yeah, we just finished up. South didn't make it through, and Grafton had a really good team. They came out to play, and they moved the puck well. And they're a young team, so they've got a big upside coming up. Angels program, they got a new rink. Everything's going down over there, and we're starting to see a little bit of a change. It sounds like Shanley hockey is going to come through, and they're going to go ahead with that. So, but South's at an end here, and there was a couple upsets in the North Dakota side, and I believe Mayport was playing Red River tied up here after the first.
Oh, really? Mayport is at actually competing at that level. So you watched Mayport, Nard's squad played Mayport twice, and they are sneaky good on their top line, and that's what we saw, and their goaltending's pretty good. They're hard to beat. I'm not surprised because they play tough teams like Red Lake, which is a 3 seed in 8A. It's hard to get 3 seed. Detroit Lakes is a 4 seed in 8A, right? To put it to that level. And I'm pretty sure Mayport played Red Lake pretty tough. So you look at those guys, they're playing a pretty solid Minnesota schedule most of the year, so it's maybe not a big surprise that they're playing some of these teams tougher than what other people thought.
Yeah, and Red River plays a flow hockey, Minnesota-style play, not quite as physical.
Sure.
And it matches well with what I'm seeing out here, too. You're seeing a lot of the speed, the flow, a lot of puck plays. They're trying to make simple plays instead of really complicated stuff. The game's been great here so far from what I've seen. I'm really impressed with the speed.
Yeah. So if you're a coach sitting in down either one of these locker rooms, what are you telling the guys?
Settle down, play at one level the whole way up and down.
Yeah,
you can't play on highs and lows. You got to play at a good pace. Trust your teammates. You played with them all season. You see some plays trying to develop. They're getting the puck deep in the corners. They're not afraid to battle. They're definitely a hard-nosed team. So Prairie Center seems to be trying to figure stuff out. It seems like the Blades have the puck on their stick a little more puck possession. But first period, get the jitters out of the way. I believe this is a big start for what's going to happen soon.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. You watch that first couple of shifts and the passes were off. They're behind them in the guy's feet. And that's probably purely just jitters that they just need to shake off. But I think you're right. You got to kind of slow things down a little bit as much as that adrenaline is pumping through your body and you want to just go flying around. It's a team game that you need to count on each other like we talked about. But you don't want to go run around and doing other people's jobs because that's when you can get in trouble.
Yeah, and I see looks like Prairie Center is giving a little gap to some respect to the players from the Blades from what I've seen in the game so far. They've had a couple dangerous plays when they've gotten the zone and stuff, and I believe one penalty so far that was killed off. So again, even play right now, and we'll see how everybody settles in. I'm sure two coaches are trying to get these guys under control right now.
Yeah, I have to imagine. They both don't want their season to end tonight. That's what makes playoff hockey the best because you get the most out of all these guys.
Yeah, this is a great start. Love the barn here. The fans are packed in here.
Yeah,
it's a pretty nice crowd.
They packed in here. How did you like that intro into this game?
I saw a preview to that at a Bantam game earlier this year, and definitely loved the excitement of all the blades came out. The Prairie Center goalie had some nifty shift there when he came out.
Did he? I guess I missed it.
Yeah, that was a first time I've ever seen any goalie come out and do some fancy cartwheels and stuff almost.
I'll have to go back and see if it's on film.
Yep, and then the Blades goalie, he tried to match up and he had a little bit of a wipeout, but he did pretty good.
At least the play in net is going to be better than so far has been better than his skate up to the blue line on the introduction.
Yeah, so, well, thanks for having me. Go Minnesota Hockey. Let's see how this goes and see who keeps going to the end.
Perfect. Thanks for hopping on your day.
All right, yep.
Okay, we're going to break here for the intermission. We'll be back here in a minute or two.
All right, welcome back to Stern Arena, side of the 4-5 matchup in Section 6A tonight. And it was a good first period. Justin's got some scores for us, so he's got them here for me around the area. So holy smokes, at the
Runstone Arena, Alexandria is leading 2-1 to Morris in the second period with 13 minutes into the second period.
13 into the second, so Morris doing a heck of a job there. Give out the Cardinals a bit of a scare.
Fergus and Wilmer 3-2.
Another tight one. So looks like all the teams came to play tonight. And that certainly, and what period was that, Justin? Do you know?
Didn't say on the Minnesota Hockey Hub.
Okay.
Looking here for, we got Northern Lakes and Wadena. I kind of figured that Morris especially would probably play Alex tight. They did that last year.
Yeah.
And Alex had, I think, a better team last year. And so I'm not surprised there at all.
So some nervous moments maybe on the Cardinal bench, maybe not. Maybe they're playing really strongly and they have control of the game. We'll see, but it's still a one-goal contest.
Yeah, so the Northern Lakes game is not out there right now on Minnesota Hockey Hub, so I'll try to track that down. They broadcast theirs, I think, typically on a YouTube channel, so I'll try to pull that up.
I would imagine that one will probably get fairly lopsided, but you never know.
Right.
Second period puck drop underway, controlled by the Blades. Ekron to Peterson. Peterson back across the rink to McDonald. He gets the red and sends it in. Holman's going to stop that behind his own net. Plays it right back to McDonald. He picks it up behind the net. Tries to center. Nobody there. Brushert just gets there now. Controls the puck in the corner. Tries to walk out with it. McDonald controls behind the net. Gets it to Brushert. Puts it right on. A little pushing after the whistle between Lopez and Lopez. And they'll let that go. Both players fiery guys.
Yeah, I like that intensity there, and I think, they blew the whistle, but the puck was still loose, and Jackson was still playing. You get that little shove from that guy, you can expect that, but, that back and forth a little bit. Refs let him go.
Puck control by the Blades. Sent to the wall by Ritter. Puts a hit on his man. Played into the Blade zone. Glove down by Peterson. Sent over to Neppel. Now back to Peterson behind his own net. Back to Ekrin. Into the middle for Peterson. Heads up. And that's turned over. Centering attempt broken up by Michael Peterson and played back to Easton Neppel. He's going to skate by Brunkhorst. Brunkhorst spins. Stops with him. Flipped on. Hits Ritter on his way to the net. And controlled by the North Stars in their own end. Flipped out of there on a nice play. That's a heck of a pass. About 2 inches shy of the roof, but he squeaked it through. And it was onside too. Now Prairie Center off the wall. Good check by Neppel. Shot on, that's off the side of the net and out of bounds as Leighton Fuchs managed to receive the Hail Mary and stay on side and get the puck to the net at least. And that's a tough one to defend sometimes if you're a defenseman. You got to kind of look in the lights and up to the rafters and you're trying to skate backwards and you got a guy coming at you. That could be a tricky play to make.
Especially with a guy coming at you, you just never know where that puck's going to bounce and you're trying to pick up that guy at the same time.
So Warren and Ferrex on the point. Puck turned over by Ekrin. He finds Casti. He tried to get a stick on it, but wasn't able to do much, and it's turned back into the Blade zone. Pincinel plays it back over to Casti again, and he turns it over to Eli Warren, who zips it back around for Pincinel to play off the wall. He loses that battle. And Prairie Center comes over the line. Toe drag, hold, shot, that goes wide. Played by Pincinel, off the rebound. Now Ekrin tries to hit Casti, that's out of his reach. Warren will be the first man back. It's right on home, and he's gonna play it. Warren behind his own net for the North Stars. Plays it up, Brusher gloves that, knocks it down. Off the bench. Warren plays it behind his own net. Reversed again, hit by Pincinel. McDonald turns the puck over. He takes a hit and loses it. Played back across. Craig intercepts that. Plays it back in. And the North Stars control and send it all the way down.
Oh boy.
Funny, Karam off the wall. Craig is alert, makes a play on it. McDonald chips it up to the line. Shot from the Prairie Center defense goes wide. And that's chipped down. And no ice. Icing's waved. Lamprecht pleads his case. Linesman will hear none of it. And we play on. Lamprecht now, backhand to middle ice. Ryland over the line, fires on, big save. Craig cleans up the rebound. Played up the wall to Lopez. Steps around a man, that's offside as it's played back into the zone. McDonald's open on the wide side. Takes a big hit from Brunkhorst. And those two did battle last game. McDonald back to his feet. Good play by Lopez to knock that puck down, otherwise it would have been icing. Hoffman plays it up to Brushert, heads up, and we get another one. And Justin Neppel with the one-handed grab. As Hoffman has sent 2 pucks our way. Or maybe he didn't send that one up here.
Yeah, I'm not sure who shot that. I just saw it coming at me.
How to be on your toe. Keep your head on a swivel, coach.
Yeah, I was sitting there trying to find the Northern Lakes score and kind of watching the game out of the side of my eye, and then I saw that thing flying at me.
Neppel fires on. Ooh. Hit a defender and it dribbled. I thought it was going to go in. Not tonight. Not happening. Not on that play anyway. Puck turned over at middle ice. Now it's back and forth. Peterson controls. He backhands it in. That's on Holman. He stops it with the blocker. Reverse play right to Neppel. Shot for Ritter. As Neppel fed Ritter coming down the slot, and Holman again equal to the task. Puck at middle ice. Ritter comes again through the middle. Long body. Works it back for Peterson. He fires high and wide. His brother controls it at the line, sends it back low. Brennan Ritter behind the net. Gets the puck to Peterson. Chipped up and stays in play. Neppel's shot in the back. And Prairie Center comes away with the puck. Leighton Fuchs plays it back across. Neppel takes a big hit from Brunkhorst. And he's been stepping up hard on people this period so far. Centering play on the side of the net. cleared out of there by Prairie Center at the last minute. Not clearing the zone, though. And Peterson will send it back in the corner for Nepple. Reverse hit, walks out of the corner, sends it to the front. Peterson walks down, fires, gets through, but Holman got a piece of it.
Oh, boy.
Icing's waved as Xander Klinert touched it, and Prairie Center will get a change. Kind of feels like overtime. The last time these two teams met, it's a pretty intense game so far. Puck sent around by Klinert. Casti dumps it down for Ekron. He reverses, looks to get it back to Casti, but that play's broken up. And Prairie Center comes away with it. 2-on-2, 2-on-1 now. As Luke Craig fell down, shot from the outside. And Gilbertson has that one, no problem. Luke Craig blew a tire, and it was a 2-on-1 chance. And shot right on by Will Hoffman.
So it looks like Prairie Center might be, as the ref waves them back on a late change. They were trying to match lines, and the ref caught that. The official caught it. Yeah, get out of here. Looks like Prairie Center is trying to stretch the ice here a bit here in this middle period, trying to send a guy out up high. And they're trying to find him down the ice as a zone exit option.
So the Prairie Center center's tossed from the face-off. Blades control. They try to face-off play to send Spring Lopez. Doesn't work as the defenseman stepped down on it. McDonald takes a hit, makes the play, gets it back, work back around to Hoffman. It's in his skates. Lopez comes down to help him. Brusher with a nice play. It's a 2-on-1. 3-on-1 if Lopez hurries. Brusher to McDonald. Fires. Shoots just wide as he had some trouble. The puck was on edge. Now back to middle ice for Hoffman. He sends it in on a backhand. Puck controlled behind the wall. McDonald comes in high with an elbow. Now he works it to the front. Lopez scores! Blades on the board first.
Beautiful play.
So McDonald hits his man, turns the puck over, centers it, and Lopez, Johnny on the spot, knocks it in.
Beautiful play by the Blades there. Just getting to work, getting that grind, cycle out from behind the net, pack triangle, Lopez finish.
And the barn's rocking now. So it's Lopez from McDonald and maybe Brushert. We'll get the call here in a second. Puck controlled by Prairie Center off the faceoff. It's Bronkhorst. He winds it up. Nice move. Comes over the line. Slides wide. Play to the front. That's broken up. Nepple gets it to Peterson. And a nice second effort by Mike Peterson. Just get the puck out with his boots, and we'll get an offside call. As we saw a little bit of Hagen Bronkhorst work his way through the neutral zone. Dangerous player if he starts getting wound up.
Yeah, that play might be there for the Blades too, to create 2-on-1s all over the ice if they want to get aggressive with their defense there. Just couldn't quite handle the puck crossing that blue line there. Otherwise, I think we could have had a nice 2-on-1 advantage there.
So Prairie Center controls. Good stick check from Matt Peterson at neutral ice. Ekron breaks up a dump attempt. And Prairie Center comes over the line. Broken up by Ekron, and it comes to his brother, Jack Ekron. He gets the red and sends it in. Holman behind his net, has a little trouble. Tries to play it, doesn't play it clean. Casti breaks up the exit attempt. Comes right to Pincinel. He sends it back low for Casti. As you saw, Bronkhorst kind of trying to wind it up again. And now Prairie Center comes out of their zone. Peterson just misses to break up the pass. And heads up again as we got another puck. We're gonna have to put some taller glass in on this side.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of pucks exiting the ice, but
I haven't seen more than maybe one puck all year make its way to the crowd, and we've had 3 of them tonight.
Okay.
So Blades need to be careful here.
Got the official goal scoring, and they did give Isaiah Brushert the assist.
So it was Lopez from McDonald and Brushert. And Blades got to be careful here. As if I remember right last time, there was a lot of back and forth. And when the Blades would score, Prairie Center would come right back and score. And so trying to prevent that will be in the Blades' best interest here, as they can just maybe settle in here a little bit and continue to generate some momentum. Puck worked out by Brushert. Gets it to the red in the feet of McDonald. And now it's worked back to the D. Peterson with it. Goes across to Ekron. He buys some time. Gets it to Lopez. Lopez with room to skate. Comes over the blue line, works his way into the corner. Nice little toe drag move, gets it to the net, puts it on. McDonald's there for the rebound. Tried to surprise Holman with a nice little backhand play. Holman hugged that post, kept it out. And you were right about 12. He's a gamer and he's showing up tonight. Brusher tries to put one on, comes right to McDonald. Lopez backhand attempt right to McDonald, who was there. He can't control as Prairie Center defended that well. Gilbertson plays the puck to Craig. Craig back up through the middle. It's touched by Neppel. He's going to win the race to the puck. He's got Peterson with him. Backhand attempt. Too many black jerseys in the way for that one to work. Stand-up attempt by Hoffman fails, and it's a 2-on-1 for Prairie Center. Fired. And that's Lamprick, the captain, right over Gilbertson's shoulder on a bad pinch from Hoffman to create the 2-on-1, and Prairie Center right back in the game.
Yeah, that's a spot where, especially with a 1-0 lead, we don't need to try to create any more offense. Kind of back out and let that play materialize and not go up the ice with speed, and at least get, like, these guys are back checking and they're moving fast. You got to give opportunities for your back checkers to be able to come back too.
He was kind of caught in between, they call it no man's land, when you're unsure if you should pinch and try to hold that line or just back out, and didn't quite connect with the puck, as we see a puck flipped in here on Holman, who's going to freeze it.
Nice little play by Matty there. I think it's just a safe play, and the Blades have done a good job of just putting pucks behind the defensemen and just pressuring, and they got them running around right now a lot of time in their own end by doing that.
And that's the answer the Prairie Center was needing and looking for, and one that the Blades were trying to avoid. As Pincinel's knocked down. And so that's an unassisted goal for number 16, Aiken Lamprick. Good back check by Mac Peterson to break up the entrance attempt. Puck misses Neppel, and it's played back behind the net. Doesn't get there, as it's played out to neutral ice now and dumped back in. That'll hit a Prairie Center player, and that'll be offside.
To me, that's more of an intentional offside than anything. Should go all the way down. I think that's what he's telling him.
And he's coming to neutral ice for some reason. I don't know why. 8 minutes to go here in the second period. Looks like the two third lines are on the ice here against each other. Puck played into the Blade zone. Ekron to Casti. Flipped up for Pincinel. He's got some room to skate. Works it back over for Ekron. Stays on side. And Ekron backhands it in. Shot around. Casti breaks up that play. And a nice effort. Pincinel picks up the puck, walks in, fires, hits a Prairie Center defender on a nice shot block.
Take him.
Good stand-up play by Hoffman as he breaks up Will Hoffman coming in. Those two have met up a couple times tonight. Quick shot, puck's laid there for a minute. Gilbertson with a big save. Played up the wall, gonna get cleared now. It's in neutral ice. Kalick fires it back in. Pearson has some trouble with a bobbling puck behind the net. Plays to Pincinel now. He tries to thread one through, doesn't get there. He picks up Will Hoffman's dump attempt. Buys time, dumps deep, and goes for a change. Isaiah Brushard over the wall. He's tied up. And he's going to call a penalty on Brushard for holding.
I don't know if I can argue against it, but I would have been okay if he would have let it go.
He had him tied up a little bit. It didn't look like he was grabbing. Looks like they just kind of got tied up with an arm, but nonetheless, Prairie Center back on the power play. Looks like Lamprick's out there with Ryland and Derek Lopez. So this is their starters for tonight. Their second line. And Peterson and Neppel are out there for the Blades. And Neppel can be a dangerous penalty killer, as we see Holman Gonna mess around behind his own net. He's very casual back there. And
Nice.
now Prairie Center is gonna ice the puck. So you have Eli Warren and Caden Ferricks on the ice here on the power play for the North Stars. I don't know that this is their power, could be their power play unit, I suppose, but it's also just their second line and their first pairing of D. So Peterson takes a puck off of Warren. Now spins it back behind the Prairie Center net where Ryland will pick it up. He cuts back to the
Nice
middle
hit.
and is absolutely destroyed by Mike Peterson as he tried to cut back, and Peterson saw it coming. Played up the wall to Lamprecht. Now Warren fans on the one time. And Ferricks falls down. Peterson ties it up on the wall. And now he's being held.
Yeah, you
He's
gotta
being held.
Call that cheeks, buddy.
He's doing a good job tying the puck up. Lamprecht cuts in on Peterson. Looks to shoot. This time it's gloved by Gilbertson. So some good back and forth action.
Yeah, good save there by Kale. Be nice to see us go on a power play here. The Blades power play has been a unit recently with great puck movement and be able to find the back of the net.
So another late change.
Yeah. The refs are on top, the officials are on top of that one. That's for sure.
Blades control. McDonald works it up to the point. Back to the middle. Shot right on. Big save by Gilbertson. Loose for a second, and we get a whistle.
Yep.
And a nice job by Matt Peterson putting his man to the ice so he can't make a play on that loose puck.
Yeah, our forward's got a little cross there on that defensive zone off the draw there and left the guy in the middle wide open to take that shot.
That was number 23 shooting the puck. Leighton Fuchs, who's a dangerous player. A lot of goals. And he has it now. He's walking to the middle. He's going to shoot it in the corner. That's going to get played back to Casti. He tries to get it down. Fuchs is able to stop it and reverse the ice real quick to try to catch the Blades in transition. Puck played to the side of the net. Gilbertson's going to freeze that as that was played on by number 17, Jace Kalick, putting a good puck to the net.
Got 21 seconds here left in the PK for the Blades. They're going to roll Mikey and Easton back out there to try to kill this penalty off.
Puck scrummed off the draw. Peterson works it back to his D-man, who sends it the length of the ice. Holman again behind his own net. Settles it down. Brunkhorst is there. Neppel spins, checks him, makes him lose the puck. Brunkhorst spins off of him, spins again. Neppel checks him, works his way out, gets the puck to the side of the net. The Blades are at full strength. Good killing. Now
Hit him,
Peterson
hit him,
with
hit
the
him.
puck. Sends it back low. Ritter off the bench. Looks to center. Curls. Finds him
There it is.
backside. Big save by Holman as Peterson tried to put it over his shoulder, and he hugged the post. Nice pass by Brennan Ritter. Nice patience, too. Peterson looks like he's beat by Fuchs, and a good stick check. Fuchs went to the ice, but there's no call. Puck played to Kalick. Kalick shots deflected by Ritter. Puck played to Neppel, and he was caught off guard as he was trying to get up ice and scored it through him. Came to Prairie Center's Alex Triweiler, who put a weak backhand on the net that was stopped by Gilbertson.
Yeah,
So 4:06 to go in the second.
dangerous play by the Blades there. Kind of lost their guy in the middle. Thankfully, nothing serious came out of that.
Craig hammers it around. Nobody there for the Blades. Now Brushert comes in to check his man. Puck played up. Shot on. Tip play. Nice
him.
look, Lopez. Now it's going to up to ice to Jackson Lopez, who's on a breakaway. Works his way in. Fires. Scores!
Yeah!
5-0 on Holman. And Lopez gives the Blades a 2-1 lead. As does he? They spoil him out of the zone. Fires 5-hole on Homan, and the Blades are back on top with 3:46 to go.
What a beautiful play. Kai heads up. Jackson opportunistic, just flies out of the zone, and Kai hits him.
And the fans love it. So here again, watch out for Prairie Center to come right back.
Yeah, the counter
That's what
punch
they
here.
do. They counter punch. So the Blades got to dig in here. And if they can hold this lead for at least the remainder of the period, it'll help them hold it longer. Prairie Center's been known to counter punch. A big hit by Lopez on Eli Warren. He's going to turn the puck over. Comes to McDonald. Plays it to Brushard. He tries to center. That doesn't get through. Puck played out to Ekron. He dumps it in. It's going to be wrapped all the way around. So Gilbertson gets an assist. Puck played off the official. Held into the zone. Now Lopez with the puck. He leaves for Matthew Peterson. That's offside. His Brushard tried to hold up, but he couldn't. So again, that's Lopez with his second of the night with assists. So number 10, Kai McDonald, his second assist on the night. And the rare goalie assist for number 33, Cale Gilbertson.
Yeah, getting in the action there, 33. Help yourself out, be that sixth skater out there.
You know, there was question if he had an assist the last time these two teams played. I think he did on the winning goal in overtime. He played it up. Nice stick lift by Casti. He fires it in. 2:59 to go in the period. Kalick back for the North Stars. He gets away from Ekron. Works the puck around. That comes to to Fuchs. He sends it to Triweiler. Now back to Fuchs. He dumps it in. That's off a Craig stick. Hoffman's got nothing, so he plays it off the glass. And Brunkhorst plays it at neutral ice. Casti plays it to Ekron. He tries to dump it in, but it's kind of weakly off his stick. Off of Prairie Center, that's that's Christian's skate. And Hoffman just plays it out of his own zone again. Off the glass. Prairie Center at the line. They walk in, fire, that goes well wide. Played back to the middle, that's broken up. Then Pincinel plays it in his own end. Plays it up to Casti. He has trouble controlling. Brunkhorst turns the puck over and sends it wide to Fuchs. Fuchs cuts to the middle on a nice play. Loses the puck on a good stick check. Peterson tries to play it out. Brunkhorst played it at the line and it goes out into the Prairie Center bench. So a nice cut move by Leighton Fuchs. If he can hang on to that puck, that's a dangerous play as he's skating back across the middle, across the grain.
Yeah, I think we've seen him do that a couple times so far this game, and I think one shot resulted in a wide shot going across the grain that I think he had Cale moving the other way and would have beat him if he would have hit the net, but yeah, he's dangerous. They're gonna have to recognize that.
Two big stops by Gilbertson right off the draw as Prairie Center won the draw. Puck played back across to Ritter. He's got a head of steam. Overskates the puck. Manages to get a stick on it and drive it deeper. Ryland plays it right back to him. He walks out, tries to play it off the goaltender, still has it. Now finds Peterson. Peterson fires. That's a high one blocked by a Prairie Center defender with his glove.
Taking Ritter. There
Ritter
we go.
smashes Ryland into the wall, and he's down.
Yeah.
He's still down. As Ritter buried him into the wall with a good shoulder check. Now Neppel with the puck. And Ryland makes his way back to the bench. Blades are offside. And we hope he's okay. He's a big part of their offense. The second line center tonight.
You never want to see anybody get hurt, but that was a nice play by Ritter to come back and play the body. We've seen a couple instances where we don't play the body and it doesn't result in great results that we'd like to see. So hopefully that young man can join his squad again and be a part of the Prairie Center offense.
Yep, hopefully he's just a stinger and he's okay.
Yep.
I gotta say, Ritter's been playing kind of like a man possessed tonight.
Yeah, he's been great tonight.
I don't know that I've ever seen him move quicker.
I would agree. I think he's probably, this is by far, so far, his best game of the year.
McDonald and Brushard going to war behind the net. Prairie Center skates away with it. McDonald puts his man on the wall, turns the puck over briefly, comes right to Brushard. He scores! To play for Brushard. Lopez might have got a piece of it, I'm not sure. The Blades go up 2 with 55 seconds to go in the period.
They're celebrating like it was.
Here come the hats. That's number 3 for number 12.
Oh.
That's still coming down. And mittens too, apparently. That's a new trend. And they're going to the penalty box. Whoop. With them. So, we'll wait to hear the official call. It might have been from all 3 again.
Yeah, great play there. That's why you always tell pucks to the net, because you never know how that's going to squeak in.
So the Blades extend the lead, and that's something we said they would need to do. McDonald picks the puck up off the opening face-off here and plays it in, but doesn't get all the way. Prairie Center comes right back with it. Puck rimmed around. Christians takes a hit. McDonald plays the puck to Brushert. He gets the red line, works his way in, waits for help, leads for Lopez. He fires, that's deflected, and off the ceiling. We got 32 to go.
That top line is just buzzing out there.
So McDonald again on the assist. Brushert this time gets in on the action. And it's, of course, Lopez, the goal scorer, completing the hat trick tonight. The natural hat trick. McDonald puts one on off the faceoff. Looks to wrap, puts one back into the net. Takes the check from Christians. Lopez with the puck. And the net's off. Cheeks shouting some instructions. Guess the net was off.
Nice little offensive zone draw right there that created a scoring opportunity with Kai swerving through, trying to tuck one home there.
Puck control by the Blades again. Craig to the middle. Gets it across on a dangerous pass to Hoffman. He has time, fires on, shoots wide. Craig pinches down to hold the zone. Sends it in on the backhand.
Just got to get
puck
a
worked around.
here.
That's Ferrix. Ferrix plays it to Fuchs. He misses the play as they were trying to send man. Hoffman has trouble. Now he works it out. And that'll do it for the period. That's a big second period for the Blades. Prairie Center reeling just a little bit here. But you know they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that was a type of period I thought we could have gotten out of the first period. But again, these guys played a much more looser game, and they weren't gripping their sticks too tight, and they were hitting each other in speed and flow. Like they weren't missing their passes. Their timing wasn't off. So they were able to get out of their own end, and more importantly, they forechecked really well. They pinned Prairie Center in their own end, and that's tough to play hockey when you're stuck in your own end.
So I don't see Ryland anywhere. I was trying to watch for him, but he must have exited the ice right away. As we see the Blades leave the ice here. Again, an excellent crowd on hand for, again, we probably didn't touch on it enough. This is the first home playoff game this program has ever had, and it's nice to see the community come out and support them tonight.
Yeah, this is a much bigger crowd than I was expecting, especially with WAP girls basketball, boys basketball, and Breck girls basketball and boys basketball all playing tonight. So thank you guys for coming out and supporting. This is awesome. The ability to come out and just enjoy this moment where you get the first Section 6A 4-seed home game is fantastic.
And of course, the winner of this game is going to meet Northern Lakes, which, not to pour, water on your fire, is going to be a tough game for either team. Whoever wins this game, that's a test. As Northern Lakes, I think, in the final rankings came out, or sitting at number 10.
Yeah.
And as we saw them there, our last game, certainly a formidable squad, certainly beatable. Well, that's interesting to check in on the Morris game here to see how they're doing. Jake, that score goes to show you. Okay,
Wilmer's up 5-3.
So whoa,
Fergus.
That's an upset. That's a big time upset. And are we in the third period?
Yeah. It's in progress. They're for sure through 2 periods.
2-2. So that would be a major upset.
It's looking like Wilmer's goalie's having a night. Fergus out shooting him right now, 39-22.
Through 2 periods, 39-22. But Wilmer with a 2-goal lead going into the 3rd period. It's a dangerous Otter team. I guess I wouldn't be too worried. Sounds like they're managing things okay. And then, of course, the Alex game, kind of maybe a little bit more what we expected here. 6-1 now, Alex. Is, NBA doing their best to hang on, but again, probably, well, as we can see by the shot totals, very strongly overmatched. The shots are 46-7.
On the way home, I gotta get the kids home and get them to bed.
So
Yeah,
Team, boys, keep it up.
that's what you would expect, I guess, from that contest.
Yeah.
But that would have been nice to see Morris upset Alexandria. Of course, we're always kind of rooting for an upset, although we're kind of Fergus Falls fans as well. So I guess you hate to see them get upset in this situation. But
Well, I think, they have to play their game, and, Mike Donahue, who's a great coach over there, he knows that, and they battle with some youth over there too. They got a senior line that's really good.
Yep.
But if that senior line, that's basically their offense. If they get shut down or if they're not producing, it's going to be a tough role for them.
Well, the Blades don't have a senior line, but their closest thing to it is running tonight.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I think we touched on it. Jackson has just had a great history in our program in producing, and he's a gamer, and you could kind of watch him during the warm-ups. He just looked dialed in.
Yeah.
And I was anticipating just sitting there on the bench waiting for those interviews. I was just thinking, like, Jackson's going to run tonight.
Yeah.
And if Wurtzman wasn't talking, I was going to tell him, I think 12's going to have a big night tonight, just watching him warm up. But, it was great to see just the offensive explosion out of that line altogether, because they've been quiet down the stretch.
Yeah, the third line's been doing a lot of work for
Yes.
this team. And those guys, they're always grinding. They're always playing hard, but the points haven't come for them lately.
Yeah.
So they've exploded tonight, though.
Yeah, they do their job, right? I think for the most part they are asked to do that, to be a physical line, more of a forecheck line, shutdown line. They're usually getting the other team's bigger matchups.
Yes.
But they do have some offensive upside in that, and they just haven't been clicking, and here they are tonight just splashing, especially Jackson, who, I don't know, maybe had 4 or 5 goals all season.
Yeah.
I mean, a ton of assists,
That's
but now...
true. Yeah, I think he's sitting at 5 goals, 20 assists for 25 points.
Yeah.
Well, we have it right here. We might as well just check. I want to say that's what I typed up. Yeah, he's sitting at 5 goals now, just jumps to 8. So,
Yeah.
and he's a goal scorer.
Yes.
And so, like I said, his those numbers are a little off. He loves to dish the puck as well, and that's maybe reflective of his assist total. But he's a scorer. I think he had more goals last year than he did this year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, probably double
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah, and so, he hasn't really been quiet because he's always in the action and he's always doing something. Certainly has plenty of points piled up, but now you're starting to see his dangerous goal-scoring ability shine through.
Yeah.
I want to say, just shout out Brendan Ritter, too. Brendan Ritter playing just a beautiful game tonight. Has offensive looks, has been playing physical. He's driving the puck. He's skating the puck beautifully through the neutral zone. That big, long body, that long stride of his. Him and Hagen Brunkhorst kind of look similar when they get going.
Yeah.
And that long, slithery motion, hard to defend, hard to check. And he's had a nice game. He's in hard. He's grinding. He's forechecking. He's putting pucks to the net. He's turning pucks to the slot. And it'll be interesting to see if number 4 and number 28 don't break loose here, because those guys can score too.
Yeah, and especially with Brendan playing the way he has been at this point, I think we all expected Brendan to play like this, and we've seen this gradually every single game. He's getting better and closer, but this is definitely, I agree, he doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot wrong. He's being able to possess the puck in the offensive zone and hold it long enough until he can find the guy, which is huge.
So perfect example there. That period, he holds the puck. A play that you would probably see him give it to the point or dump it back down low, but he holds, and then zips one across to Mike Peterson on the back door, who was wide open, who just nearly made this a 4-1 game, as he could have put it over Holman's shoulder. To Holman's credit, he was equal to the task. Stood up, got the shoulder high, blocked that top corner, made the save. But what a pass! And just nice patience. Didn't force, didn't rush it, didn't turn the puck over. Made a beautiful play.
Yep, and it's great to see that. We'll need that. Going down the rest of the stretch here, this period, we'll need to see that offensive. Because even if you don't score, if you're putting pucks on, it's just as effective as playing defense. Really good defense. So
100%. 100%. Well, we got 17 miles to go. It's a 3-1 Blades lead. Shots are 17-16 in favor of Prairie Center. And, you know, this one's far from over. They're regrouping. We'll see if their man Ryland can go here as he took that hit from Ritter along the wall. And I imagine Ritter outweighs him by, you know, probably close to 50 pounds. Ryland's of small stature there. And Ritter, a big guy. So he leaned on him a little bit there. And, you know, like I said, they're regrouping. They got the talent. You saw Aiken Lamprecht's shot. An absolute snipe from the wall to beat Gilbertson. Fuchs has been good. He's been trying to spring and get loose. He's a dangerous player. You saw him cut back to the middle, just dribbled off his stick. Otherwise, that's a scoring chance. Lopez is buzzing around. Derek Lopez, that is. He's a fiery guy. He's in the mix. He's grinding and he's pushing after whistles. And then you got Bronkhorst on the back end. I think Kalick can be dangerous too for the North Stars. So that Kalick Bronkhorst pairing. If Bronkhorst gets loose, the Blades need to do a good job to contain him. But if he gets loose, he's dangerous.
yeah, I would agree. I mean, this is a team you can't fall asleep on.
No.
And we're going to have to definitely defend. And this is one of those challenging things when you're playing with the lead, is how do you defend properly but not get too soft where your gaps are terrible and you're allowing them in and you're getting in tight shots just because you won't gap up or whatever. So you have to find that balance as you play this game, especially with the folks that you just mentioned, because they can be a game changer. And I think if I'm Aiken there in the locker room, I'm rallying the troops right now to come out for the final big push.
Yeah, I think you know, we kind of saw there one just ill-timed pinch. Wasn't even a glaringly poor move, but just an ill-timed pinch from Hoffman. He got caught in no man's land. Kind of stepped up at the wrong moment, and it's a 2-on-1. Lamprecht didn't miss. So that's all it takes for them to get back in this game is 2 shots.
I did the pregame with him. I'm pretty sure he has 18 goals on the season now, and guys who score 18 goals are usually pretty good shots.
When you talk about Lopez being dialed and a gamer, I imagine much can be said for some of the guys we mentioned on the North Star side of things, as I'm sure they're hyped up. This is a big game for them, and they're gonna come out and they're gonna leave no stone unturned here in the third period.
The biggest thing that the Blades are going to have to continue to do, which I thought they did great this period, was take away time and space. They did not give Prairie Center a lot to work with.
You could see Prairie Center kind of trying to spring loose, have guys up ice. The Blades defenders doing a nice job of cutting those long stretch passes, but they got to be sure that those don't get through them, because otherwise it's a 2-on-1 or a 1-on-0. And we saw the Blades be opportunistic with Lopez's breakaway, slipping behind the D. And like you said, you got to walk that line of not going into a defensive shell, but also not taking too many chances to give them out on man rushes the other way. Well, we're just about ready for teams to take the ice. We're going to take a short break. Again, we thank you for watching tonight, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes. Welcome back. Third period action about to get underway. Blades with the 2-goal lead here heading into the third. Again, it's lose or go home here as we are in the playoffs. Section 6 playoffs between the 4-5 seed. Brushard sends his man to the ice off the draw. Played back to Prairie Center defense, and they work it back up through neutral to the Blades line, but not in. Now it's shot in. Gilbertson fields that. Ekron behind the net. Reverses to Peterson. Sends to Lopez. He leaves for Brushard, and they're out of the zone. Brushard drives wide on Bronkhorst. Stops in the corner, falls. Now centers. That's going to get to Ekron. He hammers one. That's blocked. And he's caught. It's a 2-on-1. Lopez. He's got Lamprick. Defended well by Matt Peterson as he broke the pass up and it never got across. Centering attempt goes through everybody. Comes to the wall. Lopez picks the puck up for the Blades. Tries to clear and it gets out. McDonald stick checks his man. And
That's icing.
that's an icing.
Oh, wow.
That is brutal. He's right there. He's 2 feet on the other side of the red line. I don't know if they just have that big of a grace period or what. As McDonald works the puck back over to Peterson. He can't get it deep though. Good neutral zone pressure by Easton Neppel. Puck finally shot in and Hoffman will play that. He has the puck stolen for him by Christians. He spins it back behind the net and that'll come right to Neppel. He's got room to skate, chips the wall. Gets it to, looking for Peterson, but that was broken up by Waring. Now back to Neppel, out of his reach from Hoffman. Dumped into the far corner. Craig will play it there. He just tries to shove it up the wall and it clears the zone. Played back off the wall. That'll come to Christians. Peterson checks him. Puck's up to Neppel now. Neppel on Waring. Neppel drives wide to the front of the net. Shot right on. Holman with a big save. As Neppel worked his way all the way to the front of the net from the corner. As he got right around Waring. Puck now to Ritter. He sends it down for Peterson behind the net. He takes a hit. Neppel comes in to help. Played back up to the far side wall. And that'll be sent across for Leighton Fuchs. He cuts back to the middle. Craig Falls fires. And Gilbertson has that. There's that cut move from Fuchs.
Yeah.
He tangled up Craig's feet.
Yeah, that's a play where we kind of backed out a little too early right there, or at least
it's a 1-on-2.
It's a 1-on-2. I think we got to maybe tighten that gap when we know our D partner is coming out with us. We should step up on that cross ice pass.
Puck controlled by Kason Pincinel. He chips it down. That will be an ice.
Nope.
Holman plays it. He did play it. I'm not sure.
I thought
happened there.
I thought if a goalie was attempting to play, that's not an icing.
I think
That's what Wertzman's asking too.
should at least go to center ice.
Right. Come on, guy.
I think they were intending to blow the whistle, and he did play it behind the goal line. So once it technically crosses the goal line, it's an ice. And the Blades will control off the draw. Puck comes to Casti. He works it out of the zone. Comes to Pincinel now. At middle, gets it up to Jack Ekron in the Prairie Center zone. Leaves for Casti. Back to Ekron. Comes off of his skates. And Prairie Center will come away with it. Puck now chipped to Charlie Ekron. Works it up to Casti. He takes a hit. And now back to Peterson. Misses Pincinel off the bank pass. Puck played back through the middle. So 2-on-4. Good stick check by Ekron on Holman. Hoffman, excuse me, Will Hoffman. Pincinel with the puck. Tries to dodge a check from Christians. Ends up turning the puck over, and it's kicked back around for Casti. Casti plays it up the wall, but doesn't work. Now it comes off a Hoffman stick. Right to Pincinel at the middle ice. He sauces one over for Charlie Ekron. He tries to make a move and catches the Blades in a change. It's Bronkhorst. Good back pressure by Matthew Peterson. Brushard, Bronkhorst, Fuchs, Peterson all in the corner now. Puck comes to McDonald out of his reach. Shot goes wide, and Lopez will play it. He's got some room to skate. Finds McDonald on the near side. He gets it deep. Sends it behind the net. Gets his own rebound. Puts a hit on. Brushart's there to help. And Prairie Center comes away with it. They're trying to get it back across. And that's offside as Triweiler was in over the line.
The refs are arguing with each other on that call. I couldn't tell if they're offsides. This guy was too close to the near board for me to see his feet. But it was a close play.
So we got a broken twig there on Fuchs. He'll get a new stick. As we have Fuchs, Triweiler, and Keegan Christians on the ice right now for the North Stars. Matched up against Brushart, Lopez, and McDonald for the Blades. Hoffman with the puck. Tries to make a play. That doesn't get through. Brushart harasses. And we're going to get a cross check. I believe it's Hoffman. So third straight penalty on the Blades as he buried his man in front.
Yeah, I guess I missed the play, but it was kind of a sloppy out anyways. And
it was kind of a turnover there at the defensive blue line by Hoffman. And puck turned back and he has to recover and ends up taking a penalty on it here. So the Blades got their work cut out for him. Makes McDonald on a break. A chip play to himself. He's all alone. McDonald in. Shoots it. Yeah! What? No goal. It was off the crossbar. I just about said scores, but it's off the crossbar. I'll see if we can get a replay here.
I don't think that's possible.
And where's our producer? So it was close. It certainly was close. And Tony's checking on the other camera, otherwise we'd have a replay for you. That was close. Stutter step move, shimmy shake.
Yeah, this great shot there.
And beats Holman clean, but off the crossbar. That would have been a heck of a shorthanded goal by number 10 to cap off a big performance so far. Grunkhorst works his way through the neutral zone. Cuts back to the middle, tries to fire, fans on the shot, gets his own puck back. Played up to the line. It's Fuchs, come to the middle. Fires, tipped, nice save by Gilbertson. Ackman buries his man. McDonald hammers it. Can't quite come out though. Played back across. High riser by, I believe that was Brunkhorst who fired that. Fuchs holds it in. Steps down, fires, shoots wide again. Brunkhorst picks up the rebound. Works his way back to the blue line. Step down, tip play. Nice look by the North Stars. That just goes wide. And they're going to control again. Ekron surveys. Now to Christians. Back to the middle for Fuchs. Fuchs to Brunkhorst. Back to the bumper. That doesn't connect. And that's Kalick in the middle. Puck put to Fuchs. Back to Christians. Works off the wall. Good stick by McDonald. Comes to Brushart and they get the clear. They were down to 30 on the power play for the North Stars. Holman with an ill-advised pass. I guess it works out though. As Peterson buried his man. Luke Craig with a nice stick check. Shot right on. Gilbertson's going to hold on to that. I thought Holman had turned the puck over.
Can I use this? Can I use this?
And it kind of slithered its way through his, I believe that's number 8. Demario Lopez got a shot to the net. Puck played on, that goes wide. Now Derek Lopez in front. Just misses, puck played up to Neppel. He finds it and sends it down, and the Blades are back to full strength. And on their third penalty kill of the night. The North Stars 0 for 3 on the power play. Demario Lopez picks the puck up. Works it back up to Lamprecht. He tries to dance through Peterson. He has none of it. And Pincinel buries his man. Puck comes to Neppel. He's got some room. Neppel on Warren again. Warren lowers his shoulder. Forces Neppel wide. Puck play to the middle. Backhand by Pincinel right on. maybe hit the side of the net. The North Stars are out of the zone quickly with good back pressure from Neppel. It's Fuchs. Tries a toe drag. He's played hard by Hoffman as they both go to the end wall, and Neppel back the other way. Again, Warren plays him well to the outside. He gets a puck on. Craig picks up the rebound. Turns it back. Pincinel there behind the net with Neppel. Stick check. Brusher breaks up the clearing attempt. Backhander right on by Pincinel.
That was probably an okay whistle right there. We had 3 guys from 3 different offensive lines out on the ice right there. I'm not sure. I know one of it was because of the PK, but I don't know if it was just one guy flopping over the wall after the penalty kill came off, and next man up, right?
Whatever it takes. Blades control off the draw. Lopez to Craig. Back to Lopez. Puck in the feet of Brusher. He's working it, and now it's cleared. Puck comes to the half wall. Lopez holds that in, dumps it back down. Brunkhorst has it. McDonald harasses him. He skates away. Lopez with a good stick check on Brunkhorst to turn him over. He buys time, feathers it through, comes to Brusher. He finds it, puts it on, loose puck. Sick just wide on the rebound. Hoffman comes down to hold the play in. And Luke Craig plays it back up to neutral ice for McDonald, who shoots it all the way down. Holman behind the net. Jace Kalick with the puck. McDonald stick checks him, turns him over. Christian's back to help. Plays it back behind the net for Brunkhorst. He's had enough and gets it up to Triweiler, who sends it across to Fuchs, I believe, who put a shot on. That's easily gloved by Gilbertson.
So the Blades, great forechecking, not giving a whole lot. The only play is that Prairie Center has to hit that weak side wing. And our D is doing a good job managing that whole thing. You're seeing distant shots that are pretty harmless so far.
Puck played out to neutral ice for Kalick. And I'm seeing DeMario Lopez centering here this second line. And I'm guessing that means that James Ryland's done for the night, because we haven't seen him since he took that big hit. Broken stick. Puck played to Pincinel. He's got some time. Works it to Akron. And now Peterson get to the bench as he's got a broken twig. Pincinel at neutral ice. Works it over to Casti. Casti goes hard into the corner. Pincinel stops, looks to center, spins. Puck shot up the wall, but Casti's there. Now he plays it back to Akron. Akron with room, steps down, fires right on. Big save by Holman. Rebound, Holman save again. Puck played to Casti, now to the line. Fired up, goes! Matt Peterson dropped one through from the blue line. Holman was screened, and he wired one to the back of the net, top shelf, and the Blades are up 4-1.
That line has been playing well all night. Great forecheck, and then it pays off with a point shot.
What a shot by Matt Peterson, and no one looked more surprised than he did that went in the net. Prairie Center again tossed from the draw. Fuchs comes in to take the puck. He skates straight away, can't get it in the zone. Neppel turns it over, tries to get to Peterson. Tumbles to the ice with Triweiler. Puck played back up to neutral. Fuchs missed it. Craig with the puck, finds Peterson. Spins away from pressure. Now gets it back to Craig. He falls. Ritter's there though, and he sends it back into the zone where it's going to be played by Ferrix. He works it over to Warren, who's up ice. He dodges a Peterson check. Comes over the line, tries to shoot, fans on it, now shoots it wide on the second attempt. Puck played deep for Craig. Hoffman's there. He buries Warren in the wall. Triweiler covering for him at the point. Backhand attempt doesn't get through, as Ritter defended that well. Now Fuchs makes Craig miss. Works his way to the net, fires. Stopped by Gilbertson. Now the North Stars putting pressure on. Craig's seen enough, tries to clear. That's not going to get out. Caden Ferrick steps down the wall to hold the play in. Works its way back up to the line. Tip shot. That gets through. Triweiler's right there, but Gilbertson's the man for the job, and it catches him right in the Blades logo.
Yeah, he's done really good job staying at the top of his paint there, tracking shots and just being big in the net. He's not giving the Prairie Center North Stars a whole lot to shoot at. And when it's hitting him, it's almost like Velcro. It's sticking to him.
Not having to move a whole lot right now, which is a good sign. Puck played to McDonald. He backhands it out of the zone, tried to get it over to Lopez, just out of his reach. Kalick back for the North Stars. He'll play it in his own end. Plays it back across for Brunkhorst. Good stick check by Lopez to turn him back. He falls, he's in trouble, gives it away. Brushert right there, can't convert. Brunkhorst was quick to recover. Now puck played up to Lamprecht. He comes over the line, gets around Ekrin, and sent into the net hard, as he had lost the puck and didn't have much of a scoring attempt. And the net comes well off its moorings. As you see 24, give him a little shot, let him know you're going to the net hard, you're going to go to the net hard.
Yeah, it's kind of lost an edge there when he got on there after he lost the puck and went hard in there, but Charlie got a little lucky there. He did put a body on his guy, but he did get beat wide on that one, and I guess it's better getting beat wide than...
So Lopez in on the draw with Brushert. DeMario Lopez, that is. He wins it clean. Play comes to McDonald. Now back to Brushert. Brunkhorst breaks up the clearing attempt as it missed Lopez. Jackson Lopez, that is, and shot all the way back in. Peterson plays it up to misses Jackson Lopez. Shot to the point, tipped. Bodies flying everywhere in the Blade zone right now. Stick check. Puck comes back to Peterson behind the net. He's just going to skate it out of there now. Backhand for Jackson Lopez.
No.
And that's a joke. How are you calling
terrible.
icing? He clearly touched the puck.
Well, and he was impeding him to get to the puck too. So if you're not making a clear path or effort to go get the puck, you can't call icing there.
First, he attempted to play the puck.
Yes.
And maybe you could question whether he touched it. I mean, at least attempted to. And then, like you said, he impeded, and it was pretty close. I can't believe that was called an ice. But here we are. Prairie Center wins the draw. Shot right on, and Gilbertson's got it. And we're going to get a timeout here from the North Stars with 5:22 to go as they have an offensive zone draw. Again, this game's been close in all aspects besides the score here as the Blades have pulled away a little bit. Shots are 23-22. We've had like a one-shot differential all night tonight.
Yeah, I think the biggest difference when you look here down the stretch, I mean, Prairie Center has had some decent looks at the net, but a lot of it is those harmless 1-on-2 zone entries, and they just rip a puck from out high. You know, thankfully, Kale's been able to see most of the pucks. He's doing a good job clearing the front of the net, making sure Kale can see that puck all the way through. There isn't a whole lot of times where you see Kale scrambling to see the puck. Now, they might be changing or drawing something up right here to try to change that up here.
Yes.
Down the stretch here. So I think, you know, the Blades really are going to have to play zone hockey and just try to get pucks into the neutral zone and the offensive zone and just go and pressure that puck out of your defensive zone. The longer we are out of our own end, I mean, you chip a puck down and you got to chase it in the offensive zone, you're going to kill 30 seconds for them trying to get it out and come back down.
Yeah, so 5:22 to go. It's, you know, the message on the Blades bench right now has got to be just pucks out.
Yep.
Anything's close, it's got to come out, or it's got to get deep. You can't turn a puck over at either blue line at this point. And I'm guessing the message from head coach Chad Wehrman for the North Stars is just get pucks to the net and get bodies to the net.
Yep. I have to imagine that's what's going to happen. It's going to have to be a greasy one at this point for them to come back.
So Blade's going to have to be extremely resilient just outside the blue paint and knocking bodies down without taking penalties and tying up sticks, because that's exactly where you're going to see the North Star players go. So puck is controlled by Lopez off the draw, but a little jumpy there and a little too much steam behind that clearing attempt and just sent it all the way down.
Yeah, that's okay. I think we can just take another draw here. And
so we got Ferrickson and Waring on the back end. Looks like Triweiler taking the draw. He wins it to Christian, and that's played around for Fuchs. Big collision on the near side wall. Hoffman, McDonald, Fuchs. Now it comes around to Craig. He plays it out of the air with the backhand. It comes to Lopez. He gets it up. It's off a stick. McDonald's in a foot race. He comes in, just misses the puck. Holman was ready with the poke check. And it's turned back the other way by Prairie Center. Triweiler plays it to the middle. Comes to Lopez. He leaves for Craig as he had Christians all over him. And it now comes around for McDonald. He missed the puck and it's played up for Warren. McDonald gets in the lane, tipped by Brushard at the last minute. And Gilbertson got the pad on that. It's played to safety now. Brushard does battle. Craig's gonna get the puck behind his net. Sends it to Hoffman. Hoffman with some room, some time. Plays it back across the ice for Lopez. He gets it up to Brushard. Brushard comes over the far line, cuts to the middle, fires. That's off the glove of Holman. Brushard does a good job of getting his own rebound and holding the puck in. Now Prairie Center skates away as they got a man at middle ice. That's Aiken Lamprick. He gets a stick on it. Hoffman gives it a hard rim all the way around. Comes to Kalick at neutral ice. He does a nice job to get the puck back in. Not for long though, as now it's Ritter. He sends it in. It's going to be rimmed around for Neppel. Neppel plays it back for Ritter. Ritter off the end wall, finds Peterson just off his stick as he was breaking to the net wide open in the slot. And that's a nice job by those three to work the cycle. Puck turned over high by the North Stars. Neppel comes away with it. Makes one too many moves. And turns the puck over as Ritter was trying to read what he was doing and couldn't stay on side.
Yeah, a little too much there. Just try to dump the puck right there so everybody can go in with speed and just go bang bodies down below the goal line.
So 3:27 to go. Third line on the ice for the Blades. Pincinel does a nice job to win the puck from Lamprick. And he's going to hold it in. Sends it around for Casti in the near side corner. Casti scrumming it up. Brunkhorst skates away with it. With 3 to go in the game. Brunkhorst over the line. Casti loses his stick. Brunkhorst fires one on. Again, like you say, Justin, a kind of a harmless shot from the outside. No trouble for Gilbertson.
Yeah, his gloves look sharp so far tonight with that save right there. That's a tough shot actually to save with that location right there, right above the leg pad. It's not always easy to make that save. So again, kind of a harmless spot, but a good placement of the shot.
Face-off controlled by the Blades. McDonald has it. Shovels to Lopez. He just turns and fires at the empty net. And that might have went in if it wasn't for Brunkhorst with a nice stick to knock the puck out of the air. Puck played back across for Aiken Lamprick. And now he comes back across the ice for Fuchs. Fuchs sends it in, takes a massive hit from Lopez, who's left it all out on the ice tonight. Hoffman with trouble. Sends it to Craig. Craig tries to send it back to him. Doesn't work. Blades get control, and they'll get the clear. That comes out to Kalick at neutral ice. He stutter steps, comes over the line, but then before Aiken Lamprick can get out, and there's 2:21 to go in the game, Prairie Center with the empty net still.
Do you spot your goalie here in the offense or neutral zone face-off?
I do.
I would. I'd throw him back in until you have full control.
Coach Wehrman elects not to. And he's already used his timeout. Puck controlled by Prairie Center. And it works out for him as they're able to get the puck back into the Blade zone with control. Shot on. That's off the side of the net. Wrap attempt.
Nice save by Kale.
Goes post to post to post. And that's not easy to do.
Nope.
And knocked the net off there in the meantime, but makes the save prior to that.
Good push off there to get to that post.
2 minutes to go in the game.
It's going to be extremely important for the guys in white to get to loose pucks. More importantly, when you get to loose pucks, get it out.
So they're sending the big boy out, and I'm guessing he's just meant to take space up in the crease. And that is number, you see that number?
I can't see that number.
And that's a heck of a strategy. I think it's one that I would employ. So let's see if we can get a number here. Number 18.
They took a play out of the.
That's Ethan. Ethan Insbart. He hasn't played much tonight. He's a big dude. And coach said, go stand in front of the net, Ethan. We're going to try to bank one off your face mask into the net. 1:39 to go here in the game. Peterson rounds his net. He's got Neppel up ice. Can he get it to him? He does. Neppel with room. Shoots and scores!
Yes.
5-1 Blades!
That should about do
seal
it.
That'll seal it. The Blades are moving on.
Nice play by Matty. Unselfish. He could have tried for that goal right there. He finds Neppel out there, and Neppel finishes. So here we are. I think it's safe now that we can start talking about it with 1:30 up by 4. The Blades, not only do they have their first home Section 6A game.
Puck controlled there at neutral ice. And it's played up the ice by Ekron. Ekron over the line, just chips it behind the net. Dump back now by Casti to Ekron. Comes back to Casti again as we got about a minute to go in the game. Puck played out by Ekron. Nobody there except Prairie Center. And their fourth line's on the ice tonight. Or excuse me, their fourth line is on the ice for the first time tonight as they play the puck to the net. As we got exactly 1 minute to go. Puck cleared out of there. And there goes Ethan Insbert back to retrieve. He curls away from Casti, fires it up the wall. Puck played back to neutral ice. Hoffman's gonna go for a skate. Feathers one across for Pincinel. He just flips it into the corner with 32 to go on the clock. Finishes his man. Centering attempt that just missed Jack Ekron. He plays it up to the blue line. Craig sends it back down. Casti back up to the blue line. It's gonna come to Hoffman. He sends it back down, 16 to go. Puck played back to neutral or to middle and turned over again by the Blades. Centering attempt. Back out to neutral ice with 5 to go, and Hoffman's gonna skate it down, and that'll do it.
Victory lap.
The Blades win.
Yeah.
Big win.
Yeah. So you see the guys over there celebrating a well-fought battle there.
As you see Hoffman bring the puck to Coach Wurtzema, and that's got to feel good for Coach as he has battled with this program and struggled through some lean years. For him to get his first Section 6 playoff win has got to feel pretty good. And certainly not the game that we thought we might see tonight as the Blades really pulled away. It was tightly checked, and the Blades just found a way to pull away. And Prairie Center couldn't find that all-important answer that they have had in games past.
Yeah, I think that one of the bigger things is we got that scoring out of that top line that's maybe been a little stagnant here down the back end of the stretch, and they came up big. Those guys, 2 guys wearing A and a C on their jerseys on that line, and they made sure that they were going to win this hockey game.
Well, certainly we knew that Prairie Center was certainly motivated. They came out and played a great game. They really did. They played hard. They did almost everything they needed to do, but they just couldn't find the back of the net tonight like they have in years past. And they're a high-flying, high-scoring team, but the Blades have just kind of had their number when it comes to shutting down some of their scoring.
Yeah. I think, more so than the times that we played them before, the Blades definitely executed a team game here tonight. I mean, you just look at everything that these guys did here as a unit defensively on out, and Kale had a great game too, so let's not forget about that. He faced 27 shots and only 1 went past him. There's situations where if he doesn't have the game he has, and maybe we get down, maybe it doesn't end up the way it is. Prairie Center could get frustrated with the type of game that they had.
Here back, Gilbertson came up huge for the Blades tonight. And we certainly hope that James Ryland's okay and there was no serious injury, as we see Prairie Center, who will again honor their fallen teammate and certainly congratulate them on a hard-fought season, a good season with a nice winning record. And they'll kind of gather at center ice to, again, say a prayer in honor of their team and their fallen teammate. And holy smokes, is that a final?
Yeah, it's a final.
Wow. So Fergus Falls falling in our first upset of Section 6 to Wilmer, 8-5 on home ice tonight. And boy, maybe some of their youth showing through, out shooting the Wilmer Cardinals 56-30, but just not being able to evidently solve their goalie. And so that's a bit of a stunner. Other than that, the scores I imagine have all gone the way that you maybe thought they were going to go.
Yeah,
this is the only game that you weren't maybe sure could have gone either way.
Yep.
As we congratulate the Prairie Center North Stars on a hard-fought season. One that it should not be overlooked was marked by tragedy at the beginning of the year, and this is a resilient group that managed to pick themselves up, find a way to play hockey, and still have a good season.
Yeah, you feel for groups like this. You never want to see that. Death at any time is not good. A death in a tragic incident like that for a young man just probably gone way too soon, unfortunately. And my heart goes out for those guys, those young men, and they fought hard for that guy.
So we look at some of the guys they'll be losing. So this was Captain Aiken Lamprecht's last game for the North Stars, as well as Demario Lopez, Logan Anderson, Caden Ferrix, and senior goaltender Carter Holman. So losing some big pieces for next season, but on the flip side for them, Triweiler, Christians, sophomore Leighton Fuchs, all coming back. Ryland coming back. Derek Lopez is just a junior, so they'll have a strong program again next year. Hagen Brunkhorst will be back as he's a junior. Kalick is just a sophomore. Eli Warren, just a freshman, plays big minutes for them. So they got a strong team. They'll be back next year, and I imagine that they'll be looking for revenge.
Yeah.
And that's nice to see, because then you have to build a little bit of a rivalry when this stuff kind of can get pretty fun when you have some good rivalry games going.
Yeah, you got to love the Section 6A rivalries and, be able to match up against guys like this throughout the season. It always makes it interesting when you have those regular season matchups, especially two of them, and you can flop into the playoffs and play guys like that, because where's the rubber match at?
So again, thank you to our sponsors, Tunny Tykes, Fergus Spine and Injury, Cass Properties LLC, Ace Hardware, and Builders First Source for all their support, being able to get this game on the air. And do you have any thoughts, Coach, on the 3 stars?
Oh, well, for me, number one, obviously Jackson.
Who's number 3?
Well, Kale's got to be up there, man. He's got an assist. He got a point, and he had an unreal save percentage tonight.
Yeah, I guess for me, I'd probably give the 3rd star to Kai McDonald with 3 assists.
Yes, that guy was a dude tonight.
I think my 2nd star is probably going to go to Cale Gilbertson.
Yep.
1 goal against, shut the door down all night. And then our Fergus Falls Spine and Injury Center impact player of the game, no doubt, to number 12, Jackson Lopez, with the natural hat trick to open the scoring for the Blades. And really just played like a beast all game, threw the body around, made excellent choices with the puck to clear pucks, to get pucks down in safe areas. Just an absolute gamer tonight, an absolute animal. So we don't know this for sure, but I'm guessing that the Blades are going to play Northern Lakes.
I did see a score from over here. I think it was 18-1.
Sounds about right. For Northern Lakes against Wadena.
Yeah.
Northern Lakes a very strong team, very strong program, and so they'll be a tough out, as they had just beat the Blades last week, 10-0.
Yeah, they're going to have to really prepare this week for that. They're going to have to watch a lot of film and understand how those guys play. But they're such a deep team and they're fast. It's going to be really tough for us to be able to overcome that.
So certainly the Blades will have their hands full. But like I said, we saw them skate with them for 2 periods.
Yeah.
Until they took the major penalty, and that's where the majority of the scoring was done. So if we saw anything tonight from this team, it's they're up to the task when a challenge is in front of them, and they look like they've grown as a unit all season.
Yeah.
From some immaturity and some tough losses for games they probably should have won, to then coming out on home ice in front of a big crowd with all the pressure in the world on you and finding a way to really bury a team that you've played extremely close 2 other times this season.
Yeah, if they play like this tonight against Northern Lakes, they do have a shot. I mean, you can see that they can match up on their line and depth. It's quick play, smart plays, those types of things that they need to do.
I think Wilmer has proven that anybody can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that was on anybody's radar to see them tonight beating Fergus. That's a 7 beating the 3 seed. That doesn't happen. You go online and Minnesota Hockey Hub and look at the postseason tab and check out how many 3 seeds beat a 7 seed.
Right.
I guarantee you it's not any more than just one.
Right.
That just doesn't happen. In fact, if you look through past scores, it's always the 1 and the 2 meeting in the
almost always.
Almost always. Either the 1 or the 3 sometimes, but it's almost 1, 2, or 3 meeting in the championship game for the section. There's very few major upsets, especially in the first round like this. So that's a shocker.
Yep. Yeah, so no, great performance here. Looking for it. We get to go to the MAC, right?
The MAC down in St. Cloud. Let's just recap our scoring quick. So no scoring in the first period. Second period, 5:48. Number 12, Jackson Lopez opens the scoring with assists from number 10, Kai McDonald, number 19, Isaiah Brushert. And then Prairie Center answered quick. Unassisted goal by number 16, Aiken Lamprecht. At 13:14 of the second period, Lopez gave the Blades the lead. And again on assist from number 10, Kai McDonald. And then the goaltender, number 33, Cale Gilbertson. And at 16:05 of the second period, Jackson Lopez again completing the natural hat trick. Scoring, I think that was on the breakaway? No, that wasn't on the second goal was on the breakaway. Tip play. And again, assist to Kai McDonald and Isaiah Brushert. And then to the third period we went. Matt Peterson put the Blades up 4-1 with a goal from the blue line with assist to Casti and Pincinel. And Easton Nepple closed it out on the empty netter with assist to number 24, Charlie Ekron. So that's the recap on scoring for the evening. Any other thoughts as you say, we're heading to St. Cloud. That game will be played at 4 o'clock on Saturday.
Yep. Be a great game for anybody who wants to show up.
And that one won't be live streamed, as far as I'm aware.
Well, our producer maybe, as they come out here, the fans are cheering.
As we see
they're
the
loving
boys,
it. They're waiting for it. Yeah.
As all the fans have stuck around.
Yep.
And the boys are now coming back on the ice to salute their fans.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up here. We can leave the camera on for anybody who wants to continue to watch, but we are dads too, so we should probably go hang out with our kids as well.
So thanks for tuning in. If you were in attendance tonight, you caught a good one, and
Yes.
a historic moment is again the first playoff game for the Blades, and the first playoff win.
Yeah, I love this. We
For
get
the
to go to
Blades.
the MAC and cheer on the BW Blades.
So again, 4 o'clock matchup between number 1 seed Northern Lakes, and then the following game will be at 7 o'clock, and that'll be between Wilmer and Alexandria.
Yep.
As we see the boys line up for pictures, lots of moms on the ice. I'm sure they're excited about this.
Yeah, this is what moms live for.
Well, that'll do it for Justin and myself. Again, we thank you, and this will be our last broadcast of the year too. So, What a year it's been as far as the broadcast business goes.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Started with an iPad, and now we have like $11 million worth of gear that we use for every broadcast. I just want to say thank you to all of our sponsors for the year. We couldn't do it without you.
Yep.
2, thanks to Tony Lopez, who really is the brains behind this operation. He makes all the gadgets work, and it was really his drive behind this to really get this quality improved in our broadcasting.
Get it figured out. Yep.
And then also thank you to Clint Gilbertson, who assists Tony with the technical aspects, runs the camera, and just is there for anything you need, cleans the glass, makes sure we have a good view from behind the net. And again, just a guy willing to do anything. And then thank you to you, my co-host, in all of this. Excellent job all throughout the year. I know it's taxing, and it's a lot of work, but boy, it sure is fun, especially when you get to see that group on the ice succeed.
Yeah, these guys too, they've been through a lot. When the program that they've been playing for and the sweater that they've put on over the years hasn't performed well, you hear it not only from your hometown, but you also hear it from people in other towns like, well, why do you guys play hockey for these guys? And they've stuck with it. They believed in each other, and here they are.
They've seen the fruits of their labor. So this is exciting time, certainly, to be a part of the BW Blades program. And lots to be excited to as far as the youth coming up. Some excellent players that'll be coming up through the ranks, and things are just getting rolling here.
Yep, I agree. All right. Well, thanks for a good year, John.
Yeah, thank you. Well, thanks to you guys for viewing. We will catch you next November probably for our live stream. We'll have a lot planned for next season, bigger and better things. So stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Thank you.